Hey everybody, I'm here today with a recommendations video for the Creature Feature readathon that I am hosting in April. All of the books that I'm going to mention in this video can fulfill a variety of prompts, so it'll give you a lot of flexibility. As well, I'll be posting my TBR sometime a little later this month, and that will have a whole different set of books other than the group book, obviously. So hopefully between those two videos, if you're struggling to find something for one of the prompts, then you can kind of get some help from those videos. The first book that I'm going to mention is our group book that was voted on via Twitter poll, but The Lost World by Michael Crichton did end up winning. This one can fulfill a good chunk of prompts. It can fulfill Ancient Evil, Rogue Reptilian, Giant, B-movie star, and We Did It to Ourselves. So yeah, it's got a lot of really exciting stuff in it, and I'm excited for all of us to read it. I will be doing a live show sometime in the first week of May. I'll figure out the date as it gets closer, but that way we can talk about the readathon and the book all together. Now, since I mentioned The Lost World, I'm going to say for my second recommendation, Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I know that technically The Lost World is a sequel to Jurassic Park, but with Jurassic Park being so well entrenched in popular culture, honestly, it's one of those books where if you don't read Jurassic Park before you read Lost World, you're gonna be okay. So I was fine with it, ended up being on the poll. This one can fulfill all of the same prompts as The Lost World with the additional prompt of no one ever listens to the expert. There are a lot of people that kind of warn of the impending danger coming within the book, so I feel like this one does count for no one ever listens to the expert, whereas there's not so much of that in Lost World. So, I mean, I'm not a huge stickler. If you want to count no one ever listens to the expert for Lost World, I'm not going to stop you, but I feel like it's a more applicable prompt for Jurassic Park. Moving right along to the third recommendation is something that you might not necessarily think of as a creature feature, and that is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Now, this one can fulfill two prompts. It can fulfill B-movie star and We Did It to Ourselves. I won't go into too much detail because in case you haven't read it or watched the movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but it can fulfill both of those prompts. Like I said, it's one that you may not necessarily think of when you think creature feature, but I did want to include it both because it does work, it's a book I enjoyed, and because I wanted to show that if you're struggling with finding specifically creature feature books and you kind of want to broaden it, there are other types of books that can still technically fit the challenges of the prompts that aren't traditional creature features, and I don't want people to feel like they have to stick to traditional creature features if they really don't want to or are really struggling. You know, as long as it fits that prompt. The readathon is creature feature inspired, so the prompts are kind of inspired by those tropes and things that you will find. I am going to be doing the movie parties on Rabbit with creature feature movies, but if you just really can't find specifically creature feature books that are, you know, calling to you, then it's okay to use things that are maybe a little bit outside of that and just kind of, you know, technically fit the prompt. You know, this is all about having fun and just kind of celebrating the genre. Fourth on my list of recommendations is The Bees by Lillian Paul. This one can fulfill It Came From Above, Tiny Terrors, Creepy Crawlies. The main character is actually a bee. A lot of the antagonistic forces and, you know, villains in the book are things like wasps, spiders, so that's kind of where that comes from. Bees can fly, that's where It Came From Above comes from. And this is supposed to take place in our real world, so I mean they are normal sized bees, normal sized wasps, normal sized spiders, so they do count as tiny terrors. I really enjoyed this book. I did read it fairly recently. You can see it in one of my past wrap-ups. Fifth, I'm going to recommend Violet Eyes by John Everson. This book can fulfill 4 prompts. It can fulfill tiny terrors, it's a conspiracy, pick your poison, and creepy crawlies. If you want to get a more detailed description of my thoughts on this book, you can check out my latest wrap-up. I did finish this super recently, so it is in my last wrap-up. I did really like it, and I feel like this book is actually perfect for this readathon. It is very much a creature feature book, So if you're wanting to read something that really fits that creature feature theme and fulfills a couple of the different prompts, then this is the book for you. For the 6th book, I'm going to be recommending 100 Fathoms Below by Stephen Kent and Nicholas Kaufman. This one can fulfill 2 prompts. It can fulfill The Depths Below and I Have Become the Monster. I did a separate video review for this as I did get it as an arc. I will link that in the description below if you want to check it out, but it's another one of those where I feel like it'd be perfect for this readathon. And if you're looking for something with a very like horror feel, claustrophobic feel, very, you know, tense kind of atmosphere, then this is one that I would highly recommend. Finishing out our list with something that is also very strictly in the creature feature genre, I'm going to recommend The Devil's Fingers by Hunter Shea. Hunter Shea actually has written a lot of creature feature books. This is just the only one that I have personally read, but if you're looking for some creature feature genre specific books, then I would just check out that author's whole catalog. I can personally recommend The Devil's Fingers for this. Like I said, this is the only one that I've actually read. It can fulfill killer plants. I don't actually believe it can fulfill anything else. It might be able to do pick your poison, but I'd have to skim back over it to see if it's actually poison or venom. That's the deal. I don't think it is. Well, that is my list of 7 books that you could possibly read for the Creature Feature Readathon. Like I said, if you end up doing a TBR video, please link it below so that I can check it out. If you enjoyed this video, it's super appreciated if you would like, comment, and subscribe. I'm getting really pumped for this readathon. If you've read any of these books or maybe have a suggestion for one of the prompts that you want to share with people down in the comments below, feel free to post that. I hope you guys are having a great day and or evening. Good night, bookworms.